It is a bitch. It's a bitch. Opportunity doesn't knock. Plays ding dong ditch.
So, Compella and the Twister, you are the MC. Eddie is production.
That's right.
How long you guys been doing your thing?
And over 4 years. 4 to 5 years.
Really, though?
Yeah.
You been training with him the whole time, too?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I started with jiu-jitsu and music interweaved.
Uh-huh.
And making that shit happen.
Were you MCing before that?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah?
Many, many years. About 14 years.
Really?
Rapping all together now.
You grew up around here, or what's your history?
Grew up in the Bronx, New York City.
For real?
Yep. Came out here, LA, about 12 or so. Doing a thing in LA, but still rapping hip hop. Listened to a lot of rock growing up. Whatever had the edge to it, Whatever.
You are a hybrid MC if there ever was one. East Coast, West Coast, rock, hip hop.
Show. Whatever I love, man, I want to bring that back. I want to emulate the shit I love,
What is the shit that you love?
Pretty much it seems like that early 90s, mid 90s, hardcore alternative rock and hip hop, rap, all the good stuff. The stuff that made people want to listen to music. It seemed like all that shit got lost.
The youngest age that you can remember, what were your favorite MCs?
Oh, first starting MCs, man. I mean, it's hard to say. Got me brought in. Big Pun, just going off of the Puerto Rican tip, all the East Coast Underground, KRS-One. Heavy on the Bronx tip, but then Nas and Jay-Z. Whoever could get more poetic, the more lyrical, the better. And then on to more underground MCs and A$AP Rock and Murders in LA, and just I don't know, everything builds on itself, I guess. Man.
Yeah.
I just whatever I could get my hands on at the time. I had times listening to Elton John and Billy Joel and Sting and the Police, and just there's a moment for everything. As long as you get.
Is there any connections between hip hop and the philosophy, if there is one, of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And it runs, side by side, really. If you think about
how so?
Freestyling and writtens, make that comparison. You freestyle, you're sparring with your jiu-jitsu. When you're doing your writtens, you're drilling. You're doing the certain moves that you know are proficient. You go 1, 2, 3. Those are your writtens. It's your rehearsed set. You freestyle, you spar, you fuck with it, whatever comes to your mind. You're loose. You open up. You get to play with what's there. You find openings. Capture great moments, Same thing. Music, jiu-jitsu. Trying to do the same thing. Stay in that flow. Stay loose.
You got into jiu-jitsu through Eddie, or you teamed up with Eddie through jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. It's dabbled with jiu-jitsu before that. Nothing serious, Sounded cool, looked cool, felt cool, but, once I met up with Eddie, then I took it seriously. Then, really started to learn and dig some deep roots into one martial art. I was kind of a Ronin before. Fucking boxing and Muay Thai and just...
What do you think about the pole show today?
That was very interesting. Had a good seat. I was chilling up here looking through the skylight, So...
You have any favorites tonight?
I don't know, the fire dance was pretty interesting. With the hot wax and all that. Some cool stuff going on. And there was multiple performers on stage. Some of the choreography there was pretty interesting. Some cool stuff.
How did it feel to perform tonight?
It felt great, man. It was fun.
Yeah?
You kind of have that itch like you want to roll. You see the mats right behind you. We were always practicing and teaching and rolling, and then you just perform. It's a great adrenaline rush.
Do you have any creative inspirations there where you're itching to freestyle?
Oh, yeah, we had a little freestyle session afterwards. Jumped in. It's kind of mandatory.
What's next for Compella and the Twister?
Rehearsing some more, get some more live gigs, clean up this album, about halfway done. Tim Dog and Forsaken jumped in, and I've been really forming the rest of the band. Maybe a live drummer, round that shit off, kill it. And,
You're still building the foundation of your sound, you feel?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think it can still grow. Everything, just like jiu-jitsu, it's still growing, evolving. You don't stop. You don't say, all right, that's it. That's the finished product. It's always going to grow. You know, we got a lot of potential, a lot of open-minded people, and they're on the same page. So there's no limits when you have that. You know.
Cool. Thanks.
Sure.